everyone, I'm Tim, and I'm coming to you from our home in beautiful Alabama to talk to you about a ministry that we're trying to get off the ground, Uniform Members for Christ. And I'll give you a little history on that, tell you a little bit about myself and my lovely wife Lisa, and a little bit about the way ahead is my goal for this video. In 2009, Christ saved me. I grew up in church, so I understood the gospel, but I had chosen a different path, and the same can be said for my wife. And in 2009, Christ not only saved myself, but he saved Lisa. We weren't married at the time, we didn't even know each other, but that same year God began to work in both of us, and I'm so thankful that he did. Well, sometime that year I was praying, and I heard in prayer very clearly, and if that may sound a little strange to you, depending on what background you're coming from, to say I heard something in prayer. I didn't audibly hear it, but I just had a real strong impression when it came to me that it was the Lord speaking to me. And I heard the name Uniform Members for Christ. And I wasn't really sure what to do with that. I just wrote it down. I thought it was really unique. I understood that it was a ministry of some sort, but I didn't really know what it was. And so I pondered on it for years. Literally since 2009, I've thought about this. And now it's October of 2018 to tell you just how long it's been. But I'm very thankful and I'm very glad that nothing came of it any earlier. My wife and I, we got married in 2012, and we're very thankful to have met each other and be part of each other's lives. And we needed to grow together. We needed to have a strengthened relationship and a good foundation upon which Christ could build a ministry. And you know, I think that if you jump into something too quickly, it is possible that it could be a little more difficult to accomplish, and I'm just thankful that it has taken some years to develop. But enough about that, a little bit about the ministry. What it is it's birthed out of Christ's prayer from John chapter 13, verses 34 and 35, and then John chapter 17, verses 20 through 23, which all will be up on the screen for you. Thanks to Lisa. This is her expertise, and mine is sitting behind the camera, so I think I may have the easy part of this. But let me read that for you, and then I'll kind of give you an idea of what I'm thinking. John 13 through 34 and 35 says, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you, and that you also love one another. By this all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." It's a pretty radical statement. John 17, 20 through 23, "I do not pray for these alone, but also for all those who will believe in me through their word, that they may all be one as you, Father, are in me, and I am in you, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that you sent me. And the glory which you gave me, I have given them, that they may be one, just as you are in me, and I in you, that they may be perfect in one, and that the world may know that you have sent me and have loved them as you've loved me." Those are two radical prayers. And I believe with my whole heart, as I'm sure you do as well, that whatever Jesus prayed, that was going to be accomplished before the Father. I don't see anything the Father would have ever denied him in prayer. And so those two statements stand firm. People will know that we're disciples of Jesus Christ by our love for one another, and the world will see that the Father sent Jesus into the earth by our unity with one another. And that's really where this ministry is coming from. It's based out of a place of unity. And so I'm not coming to you with any denominational front. We are part of a wonderful denomination that we love very much, but I don't want that to distract anybody from what the most important goal here is, and that's loving one another, being unified with one another, regardless of your denominational preference. And really just focusing on what's important: Jesus Christ, the Son of God, crucified for mankind. And I'm really thankful for the relationship that Christ brought us into, really thankful for this ministry. And so the way ahead is this: we're going to do two different videos. We're going to do one just for fun. We don't have a name nailed down just yet, so look for that to change. But they'll only be 5, maybe 10-minute videos, peripheral topics to the gospel, nothing that's going to be theologically ground-shaking, but just for fun. Just fun thoughts in the Bible. Maybe you've had them as well, and we just want to touch on them, just weigh them in a balance, see what we can make out of them. And if you've got different thoughts, that's great. Please comment in the videos. The other one will be nailed down a little tighter, theologically speaking. It is called "Come Let Us Reason Together." And that's where videos probably 30, 45 minutes to an hour, and we'll have a lot of biblical evidence, a lot of support in scripture, and hopefully we'll nail down some pretty strengthening theological topics. And what I mean by that is things that maybe you've had questions about, And hopefully what we can do is give some clear answers from a biblical perspective that will strengthen you in your faith. And so I really appreciate you joining me for this video. God bless you, and I look forward to doing some teaching soon and have you join me. Thanks.